George Balanchine was born in St. Petersburg, Russia, on January 19, 1904. Because his father was a composer, he was born into the arts. As a young child, he started piano and eventually joined the Petrograd Conservatory of Music. At the age of 9, he got accepted into the Imperial Theater School. It was here that he started to perform at Mariinsky Theater, and when he graduated in 1921, he joined its Corps de Ballet. Throughout his early life, he gained a knowledge far beyond his future colleagues in music and dance. Balanchine choreographed his first piece while he was still in his teens. It was entitled La Nuit and was a pas de deux. In 1924, he traveled with 3 other dancers on a tour of Western Europe and never looked back. When the 4 were seen dancing in London, Diaghilev invited them to be a part of the Ballet Russes. Diaghilev made Balanchine ballet master and principal choreographer. Until the Ballet Russes collapsed, Balanchine created more than 10 works, including Apollon Musaget and Prodigal Son. During this time, he unfortunately broke his knee, but this turned out to just strengthen his allegiance to choreography. In 1933, he left the Ballet Russes and came to America to found the Les Ballets. Lincoln Kirstein was in the audience at many of their performances and immediately wanted to collaborate with Balanchine in hopes of creating a ballet school as great as those in Europe. They created the American School of Ballet, and in 1946 they eventually created the New York City Ballet. Balanchine had his greatest success with the New York City Ballet, creating over 100 pieces while there, including The Nutcracker and Don Quixote. When the company first started, money was tight, so he had his dancers perform in practice clothing. This was an innovation for the time that he continued to use even when money was no longer an issue. He preferred to be called ballet master rather than artistic director because he considered himself as a craftsman rather than an artist. He remained the ballet master until 1964. In addition to all his great contributions to ballet, he also choreographed for Broadway and Hollywood for famous movies like Slaughter on 10th Avenue and On Your Toes. He even choreographed for elephants for the Ringling Brothers Circus. He also had a close artistic relationship with Stravinsky. They first came into contact with the Ballet Russes, but from then on became frequent collaborators. Balanchine died on April 30th, 1983, in New York City, but he left behind a legacy. He de-emphasized plot in ballets and wanted to make sure dance was the star of the show. He also changed the ideas of choreography, once saying, "The steps, those don't mean anything. Steps are made by a person. It's the person dancing the steps. That's what choreography is, not the steps themselves." His style still blazes on, affecting dancers across the world. You can thank him for emphasis on open arabesque, fast footwork, big extensions, and full turnout. Balanchine continues to inspire today's greatest artists as his legacy goes on.